Is this the death of YouTube? At least in the conventional sense, in terms of the content. I, as a content creator, have a few things to say. Now, my channel isn't popular at this point, but I do understand the concern for people that create content for YouTube and are now deeply concerned, and rightly so, that whatever they say or do on the internet, on this website of YouTube, is now being subsequently censored and or demonetized. Now, what that basically means is that if you say something that may offend someone else, either watching the video or even creating content on their own, you'll be censored, blocked, or your video shut off, not able to be played in other parts of the world, things like that. That's kind of always been reticent in YouTube, at least from my experience. I've had that happen to me as well. I had a recent run-in with YouTube off of an individual that flagged a recent video of mine, basically of me flipping a tortilla. It was kind of a gag. I was making fun of the fact that I have my own recipe, but I didn't, and I proved it by showing the package of the pre-made flour tortillas on the video. It was stupid. To be honest with you, I was kind of bored, and I needed to upload a video that day, so you're welcome. But the point is that it got flagged and was removed by YouTube. So I talked to them and I was like, did you guys actually watch the video? And of course they didn't. They go by algorithms. They look for keynotes, key issues in terms of the tagging, which there was no tagging on my video, which another thing was kind of odd about it. I mean, shouldn't the algorithm show that you don't even have any tags on there, no description? The only description was on there was to my website, www.facebook.com/The League of Truth. And no, they didn't bother looking into any of that. So I said, look, do yourself a favor, and me, and really the rest of the world, because you really should watch the video. Link is in the description. And I said, look at the video. Actually have one of your Google intern drones or whatever the hell they have over there. Look at the video, man. Check it out. I'm not lying. The thing that was funny to me is that, yeah, they said, oh, okay, we made a mistake, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. But the thing that was funny is that I have other far more controversial videos, and none of those were flagged. That kind of just shows the system that YouTube has that's extremely flawed in terms of algorithms and the flagging system. All right. All that well and said, the point that I want to hit in the head right now is that there are a lot of people out there that are upset because this is their income. It really is. I would love it to be my income, but you guys hate me, and it really hurts my feelings. But that's neither here nor there. The point is that there are people that are online that are actually making trying to make a difference with alternative media, telling you the truth to the best of their ability. Websites like We Are Change, the Truther Girls, the GOCC, Hebrew Israelite Truth Gathering Church. All these guys are out there trying to make a difference in terms of getting the information to you, because everybody knows now that CNN, Fox News, all these mainstream media outlets are all fake. It's fake news. I mean, I'm not quoting Trump. We were saying it way before Trump, was saying it. So give me a break, man. So people are realizing, well, hey, YouTube is click and go, man. I mean, you get your information the way you want to. You follow the things you want to follow. You are able to ascertain. You're an adult. Well, hopefully, most of you that are watching these videos are adults, and you have the choice to be able to believe something is correct or believe something is incorrect. It's up to you. However, because of I guess moral grandstanding, which is really more like immoral grandstanding, when you have liberal progressives and conservatives, each to their own paradigm, each to their own viewpoint are saying, well, I don't want to see this and I don't want to see that on YouTube, so I'm going to continue to flag, I'm going to continue to letter, and I'm going to continue to tell people that YouTube should start censoring this stuff. That first of all is a violation of the First Amendment. Now here's where the tricky part comes in. To all of you folks and individuals out there that are creating content and keeping it as your income, I respect that. Again, I envy you. But the point of that is that we signed the agreements when we logged on to this website, and they're going to do it. You know, we already know who's controlling YouTube. We already know that Google's controlling YouTube. We know that Google is actually more of a federal agency, a United States federal agency, and nearly an international agency that is just there for data mining, and you know, they're there for nefarious reasons. I'm not going to get into all that right now. Click on the other videos to find out a little bit more about that. The point that I want to come across here is that you know, they're going to do what they're going to do, so you guys really need to stop complaining, because yes, they are demonetizing you, but that was in the contract. If you're going to argue the point that, well, they're taking away from my income just because I'm saying things like Son of God, or Christianity, or Satanism, or even atheism. There's been people that have been completely shut down because of atheism. You know, I'm not advocating anything that I don't believe, obviously. This is all in fairness of free speech, which is what it's coming down to. You still have the ability to, you know, post your videos. They're just telling you that you're not going to get paid for it, all right? And they can make up any excuse that they want, because literally this is their company. We all know that. We understand that. We're adults. So that has to be said in fairness. This is where the untricky part comes in, all right? Because if YouTube is flagging certain things, like let's just say what Joni from the Truther Girls was saying the other day on her video, I'll provide that link as well, that she said son of God on her video, and it was merely for just to describe a situation. It wasn't even really all preachy in that context. So she said that, and it was demonetized. Okay, now how fair is that when you have news agencies, media outlets on YouTube that are monetized, and these guys are able to say pretty much anything they want, including Son of God? Okay, YouTube, you got to be fair. I mean, if you're going to start demonetizing content creators just because they don't have the financial backing that, say, CNN or Fox News or all these other satanic organizations, you know, you have to be fair. You have to take that away from them as well. And as far as I've seen, there hasn't been any demonetization of these other websites, or these other channels rather, that are you know, saying the same thing, you know, within the context or outside of the context of what's implied. So you got to be fair. Okay, I'm able to accept that you're going to demonetize me because you know, of a contract. You know, you don't want to offend anyone, blah blah blah. Social justice warriors, more like sissy justice warriors. You know, you guys can stay in your little safe spot. I'm going to go out there and actually tell people the truth, and you can kiss my rear end if you don't like it. All right, or just change the channel. Right? There's other channels on YouTube. The point being is that it has to be fair. As far as my First Amendment rights, if you start censoring me because of the same reason, then you're going to have legal issues placed upon you. And it doesn't matter how much of a peasant I am. Peasants have won in the past over and over again, all right? And until you shut down, and I'm talking to the Luciferians and Satanists right now, until you shut down all of these organizations, or the internet in total, the way you guys have planned, we're going to say our piece. You made a compromise with us. The internet and YouTube and anything else that is free source stuff online is a double-edged sword. And if you don't like the fact that it's a double-edged sword, yeah, okay, you can do everything that you want to do to try to shut it down. We are going to find another way, and we are still going to get out there and do what it is that we need to do to the best of our ability. That is the focal point. You know, this really is a war of the soul. Some people would say it's a war of the mind. As far as I'm concerned, it's about the same thing. So, you know, content creators, keep making your content. Keep things into perspective. Do what it is that you're doing. Roll with the punches. Go to Twitch. Set up your Patreon accounts, you know, GoFundMe accounts, even your Kickstarter accounts. I don't care. Do it, and don't stop. You know, they push back. All right. If they want to take you off of the internet, then let them. All right. If it comes down to sticks and stones, let them break the bones of lies. All right. No matter what. Einstein, a Satanist, once said that he doesn't know how World War III will be, okay, fought, but he knows how World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. It's funny because he does know what World War III will be if World War IV is going to be, you know, with sticks and stones. The guy knew what he was talking about, and he said that for fear-mongering purposes, okay? Look into the background of Einstein. I'm not going to get into all that right now, but the dude is an occultist. You know, a guy that only had a job as a patent house clerk, which is why he stole all those patents, who creates, with Oppenheimer, one of the most destructive weapon that mankind has ever known. Come on, man. You know, and then allowed it to be weaponized, like every other great scientific discovery is weaponized. You know, get a clue. These people think they know what they're talking about. They don't, because they don't believe in the real God, the Most High. Now, you are inclined to believe whatever it is that you want, but there comes a point in time where hell, death, and the grave, you can only contextualize one way or another. You can only take it into and outside of the correct context of what it is that you're trying to say. Now, the truth is the truth, and that's all there is to it. I'm going to close with that point. You know, to all of you content creators, keep rolling with the punches. Don't complain, they're going to do it. We all knew they were going to do this. We all knew that the death of YouTube would be coming along. And whether you believe it or not, there is a creator out there that wants you to do the right thing and wants you to get that truth out there. And it's the passion that governs you. Continue to allow that fire to flame. The Most High will provide another way. You know, even if you don't believe him, and I can be a testimony to that. He provided to me many ways when I was an occultist, when I was deep into Theosophy and Satanism and New Age mysticism. He still provided. I'm pretty sure, because he knew what the culmination of that would be. But it has to be with a receptive heart and a receptive spirit. And I received it finally, and I'm gracious for that. All glory to the Most High, in Yeshua's name. Keep creating the content of truth. All you alternative media creators, man, I love you guys. You know, we may not agree with each other on what happens to us after we die, but I'll tell you what, we are agreeing with each other at this point in terms of how we live. And I believe that it'll, in faith, all lead us back home to the Most High. My prayers are with all of you. Continue to do what you're doing and push back, because it's war, man. And you know, war isn't exactly hell, but yeah. I'm gonna go get a donut.